afternoon. The Stop Discriminating Down campaign was launched last year by the Jérôme Lejeune Foundation and Down Pride, a grassroots parent group based in the Netherlands and Canada. What is exactly Stop Discriminating Down? It's a campaign which aims to alert people and the international community about a new prenatal genetic screening test, primarily aimed at Down syndrome, namely the non-invasive prenatal test, NIPT. The formal purpose of prenatal genetic testing is to facilitate so-called reproductive choice, to decide over the life of the unborn child suffering from a supposed serious fetal abnormality. The purpose is not health-related and goes against the legally binding Oviedo Convention, which requires health purposes for prenatal screening, and the 1968 World Health Organization guideline criteria, which state that population-wide screening is only acceptable if a treatment for patients with the disease is available. The NIPT does not cure anyone. Down syndrome has been singled out by experts as the primary target of this genetic test. A policy of routine prenatal screening and targeted abortion against persons with Down syndrome has negative consequences for many. Firstly, it unjustly stigmatizes Down syndrome as a very serious condition, a serious fetal abnormality. The NIPT has been privately introduced in 2011. At the same time, funding for research into Down syndrome has been shrinking. Down syndrome is one of the most common genetic variations in the population, but also the most underfunded. Secondly, the NIPT is also a violation of human rights of unborn babies with Down syndrome, implying that babies with Down syndrome do not have the same rights and that they do not have the same value as others. International law recognizes the right to life of the unborn. The Convention on the Rights of the Child talks about the child needing appropriate legal protection before as well as after birth. Thirdly, screening pressurizes pregnant women and couples. The presupposed intention of liberating women becomes a decision trap. The woman who knowingly gives birth to a child with a disability is perceived to be responsible for the disability. Collective solidarity becomes a woman's responsibility. To publicly offer screening tests is not the solution. To accept and help persons with Down syndrome is. The Stop Discriminating Down campaign calls upon the international community to express 3 requirements to member states. The first one, to stop systematic prenatal screening programs that target Down syndrome and deliberately encourage abortion as part of public health programs. Secondly, to regulate the introduction of prenatal genetic testing based on the principles defined in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, in the Oviedo Convention, in the Charter of Fundamental Rights, and the UN Convention on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities. Thirdly and lastly, to allow the use of genetic testing solely to enhance human care and well-being, and not to discriminate against people on the basis of their genetic predisposition. Thank you very much.